I saw EndingWalker and Problem X made a tier list actually, which was crazy because their tier list looked silly just because of how they ranked it. Look at all those S tier. Yeah, there's too many characters in S tier, but it'd be like that.
Hey guys, hope you've been enjoying the YouTube content. I've been working hard to consistently upload on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Be sure to like the videos and hit that subscribe button.
Problem X and EndingWalker did the Japanese rank Manon higher. Where? I haven't seen any Japanese tier lists that rank Manon higher. I did see that one random, what was it, that Ed player that was like 15 or 1600 MR that put out a tier list and everyone was talking about it. And I was like, yo, this guy's bad at the game. Why are you guys talking about his tier list? And then I saw that he was Japanese and then it hit me. I was like, oh, he's Japanese, I forgot. That's when it hit me. I was like, yo, this guy is not even that good at the game. If that was America and some 1500 MR Ed player put up his tier list, that guy would have got attacked. It would have been like, yo, you suck at the game. Your opinion doesn't matter. Get out of 1500 MR, scrub. You're terrible. But since he was Japanese, though, it was different. Maelstrom, you're saying you called Ryu top 5 back in July 2024. You know, Ryu's gotten a plethora of buffs before that, right? You're not gonna ignore that Ryu got a crazy amount of buffs and just be like, oh, I was right. This was the Ed player. I was like, what the hell? This is a weird tier list. Chat, I'm gonna ignore Manon being S tier. Why the hell is Blanca up here? And why the hell is a character like Cammy this far down? And DJ's in D tier. That tier list was actually pretty good. I was criticizing the tier list that I said Japanese person made it, so I is right. My last year's tier list? I don't remember the last time I made a tier list. Like I said, tier lists and 6 don't matter because like my tier list would honestly just look exactly the same. If I would have worked, who do I think is the worst character in the game? Probably like Lily, right? Lily's bad. Marissa's not great still. And like Manon would be here. Like I'm working backwards. It's kind of just the same thing. Awesome. I'd probably go what? Luke? If I'm trying to look at the rest of the characters, Luke's probably the next worst, right? Yeah, what happened to Dual Kevin in that World Warrior? Kevin was the one I was expecting to win, and then I saw he got smoked. But the game's not random, though. The game's not random. It's volatile, not random. Yeah, Jamie would be worse than Luke. Like Eddie. And then what? You got like, I guess Blanca would probably be the next highest, right? Oh, I guess Kimber. Then like Blanca, Terry, Emily, Yuri. I can probably still be Amy, Aki, and then I think the rest of them would probably just be like, you know, start rounding it up. JP would probably be good in mine. Yeah, I mean, this is probably my lazy tier list that I would make, but even then, this doesn't really, this looks like this could be a season 2 tier list, to be honest. Actually, I don't even think mine's the best. I just think mine's just a very kind of brain dead. I don't even think mine's the best. Chat, this could be a season 2 tier list, and honestly, it's the same exact thing. I guess Chun being higher, I guess. But this could legit be season 2, and I guess Ed being lower. I think Akuma's the best. I think Akuma's really good, and he probably would be the best one of the best characters at least. Bison too high, but yeah, to me, I feel like the game kind of in the same exact spot it's been for the past couple of years. So don't talk to me with tier list. Even this tier list, I mean, they have a lot of characters in S, but it is what it is. Skip neutral S. I mean, that's kind of how it's always been. The best neutral characters are always the one that kind of break the rules a bit. Sagat's gonna change the tier list. You guys think there'll be a balancing update with Sagat? Because I don't think so. You know, I wish they would probably give Manon that patch. You can combo heavy without meter. That'd be great. I mean, that's kind of the thing, Fred. I will say too, this game is funny because there's so many characters you could put in top 5 and people wouldn't bat an eye. If you told me you think Gal's top 5, I wouldn't be like, nah, you're crazy. Like I said, there's like 10 characters in this game you could say is top 5, and I'll just be like, yeah, I get it. I think Street Fighter 6 is probably one of the games that you could actually do that in, because I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with City of Wolves, but this is what a game not balanced around system mechanics looks like for tier list. These are all the characters that have made top 8 in the City of Wolves tournament. This is crazy. I think Street Fighter 6's system mechanics help out from this happening. I think if you did this for other games as well, it would also feel like this. But I think the system mechanics kind of keep a lot of the characters close to each other, which is why we get like 12 characters in S tier, versus these characters just do the game kind of better, and their tools are really strong. If T-Zoc drive rush? Yo, if T-Zoc got drive rush, he might move up. I don't even think this is a bad game. I think the good characters are really good. And I think EWC might have accelerated this happening faster. But I do think all these characters are real. The characters that I picked are obviously really strong. The design of SF6 is good because it actually pushes top players for a real meta instead of crutching onto legacy skill. Is that why City of Wolves is bad? Because people are crutching on the legacy skill? I've watched Xiaohai destroy people in this game, and I'm just like, damn, this guy's good. The top characters are all pretty different from each other. I mean, Billy's the zoner, Kain's like the magical zoner. Hoku just jumps. Wataru is like Chun-Li on crack. Kevin's the grappler, and Gato's stupid. We have more character specialists, I guess, in Street Fighter 6, but like, I think we see less character specialists now. They obviously still exist, but I do think that people who play the low tiers in this game kind of don't have that great tournament results, because I've always felt like this. When you played a low tier or you played a bad character in older games, if the person you were playing against didn't really know the matchup, they kind of just got, or like they were like, damn, I don't know what to do about this or that. In Street Fighter 6, it's kind of funny because like when I play Manon, I can play like Honda because I don't really, yeah, or Elena. Like I played Elena, I played Elder Goose in the can opener, and I was like, man, I've never played against Elena. I don't know anything this character does. I know button into drive rush command grab's gonna work because it has to work, because that's how the game is. It has to work. So that's kind of the thing about 6 that you can kind of get away with. If I played Marvel 3, for example, my team gets smoked by Captain America, but that's a low tier that kind of on my team because reasons, and then you have to divide a whole different strategy just because I gotta accommodate for this guy being low tier and having his tools that he has, versus SF6 where it's like, oh, I know what Elena does, I'm gonna buy and drive rush command gun because that's how the game works. Game mechanics allow you to compete even with the low tier, like in Third Strike. I don't watch too much Third Strike. On the low tiers in Third Strike like viable, I don't know how anything Third Strike works. Like usually when I watch Third Strike, I see like Chun-Li and, you know, the obvious picks. Like I said, I think the good things in Street Fighter 6 are really scrubby, and I think it gets people kind of annoyed, and then people just don't even want to deal with it. I think you could look the other way if you're cheering for somebody. Like if my team, if like me and Dual Kevin are playing, or me or Jack are playing in like Street Fighter League, and I gotta root for Jack to win, I'd be like, yeah, do Fireball Drive Rush again, do it again, bro. I love SF6. Keep doing the same scrubby shit you keep doing. So it kind of looks better that way versus like playing against somebody where like, wow, you're gonna do Fireball Drive Rush again, daring today. Let's go. Ooh, can't blame him for doing it. This is how the game works. I actually think Street Fighter 6's meter management is actually kind of bad compared to other games. When I used to play Street Fighter 5, I would get hit on purpose for V-trigger. I would stop attacking to make sure my opponent doesn't get V-trigger. I would always try to manage how many EX meters my opponent has to make sure they can't do EX dash punch, or make sure they don't have CA. That is cool meter management. I don't like 6's because 6's meter management is usually just stall for meter. Like, that's not even me hating, that's just kind of me, like, from the outside looking in. A lot of SF6 is just people stalling for meter and then just kind of doing the same thing with the meter that you were going to do anyway.